Each year, thousands of people in Massachusetts become victims or witnesses to a crime. The vast majority of these people have no prior experience dealing with our criminal justice system. I'm District Attorney Bill Keating. Each year in Norfolk County, there are 18,000 to 20,000 criminal complaints that are filed. That means that thousands of you are thrust into a system that you've had no prior experience in before. My staff includes a group of trained professional advocates who support victims and witnesses in the immediate aftermath of crime and provide assistance throughout the court process.
The District Attorney's Office represents the citizens of the Commonwealth if they are a victim of a crime. The DA's office will work with you throughout the process by assigning a victim's witness advocate.
It's a very traumatic event for most people coming through the doors of the courthouse when they first come into that criminal justice process.
The essence of victim advocacy is to ensure that the criminal justice system does not become a second injury to victims or witnesses.
I like to think that advocates are the gatekeepers to the criminal justice process within the District Attorney's Office. We are there, we are the professionals who work in tandem with the district attorneys to educate, to inform, and to assist victims of crime through the often confusing criminal justice process. Oftentimes our advocates are right there at the doorway of the district attorney's office to greet them when they come into the lobby or the office of the DA. We are there to, at the outset, to explain what is going to happen that particular day, that particular morning in the courtroom. We are there to say that we will sit with you in the courtroom. We will show you what it is going to look like, who is going to be there, where the defendant is going to be sitting. And throughout the process, when they are in the courtroom, we are there always to help them and to answer their questions and to educate them on what's going on.
She met me there, and we went to the office and we discussed the whole process and what was going to happen in the courtroom. Very comforting.
Well, it was very comforting because for those who haven't been in the courthouse before, you're nervous enough going into this type of situation, but when you get into the courthouse, there's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of people there, and you really don't know which way to turn. So it was very nice to have someone there to almost literally hold your hand and walk you through the process.
The court process, it really isn't like television.
You swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. At the arraignment, the defendant is entitled to be represented by an attorney and will be formally notified of the charges. The defendant can enter a plea of guilty, but it is most common that they enter a not guilty plea.
Your Honor, this is an assault and battery with a dangerous weapon case.
At the arraignment, the judge will schedule a pre-trial conference, which is to allow the prosecution and the defense to discuss how the case will proceed, including the possibility that the case may be resolved without a trial. Victims and witnesses will be notified of this hearing and can attend if they wish.
Please answer the question.
Most cases are resolved without a trial. If a case does go to trial, victims and witnesses will be required to testify and are questioned by the assistant DA and then cross-examined by the defense attorney.
Yes. And you consider him a good friend?
Prior to that marriage.
No further questions, Your Honor.
In 1984, Massachusetts was, again, one of the first states to enact a state Massachusetts Victim Bill of Rights. And it was a groundbreaking piece of legislation. It actually gave and afforded victims certain rights. And these rights are afforded to victims in every criminal court process now in the state of Massachusetts. The rights are to be informed of the court process, to be notified if there are going to be cancellations in any court process. The rights are for a victim to attend all hearings if they want to. The rights are to be helped by us in referrals to social service agencies. And I think one of the biggest rights is afforded to victims in that they can write a victim impact statement, that at the conclusion of their criminal case, it is their opportunity to be able to get up and face the defendant.
At this time, would the victim like to make a statement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And explain the impact of this crime and what the impact has had on themselves and on their families.
We were just grateful that the justice was served through the court system, and at the same time we had the assistance of the Norfolk County DA's office in the advocacy program.
We hope that working together, we can not only do the thing that's right for you as a victim, a family member, or a witness, but also work in the best coordinated manner to have the system work so that justice is realized.